Factoring trinomials that are of the form x squared plus bx plus c is going to happen over and over and over and over again in college algebra. There's no getting away from this, and you need to be able to do it very, very quickly and efficiently. The fastest way to do this, and there are many ways, but this is the way that is fastest and the way that you need to get used to for this course, is you need to ask yourself, what two numbers multiply to the c, in this case, positive 12, that add to the b, in this case, negative 8? So you kind of just start going with it and you go, okay, 12, 3 and 4, and then you kind of add 3 plus 4 is 7, 3 minus 4 is negative 1, that neither of those is 8. So then you pick another pair and you say, okay, 6 and 2. 6 plus 2 is 8. Hey, that's what we need. But we want a negative 8, so don't we need to make both of these negative? And now what we're going to do is just take those two numbers. We're going to put an x in the first part of each one of these sets of parentheses, and we'll put the numbers that we just figured out in the second part. So x squared minus 8x plus 12 will factor to x minus 6, x minus 2. And if you take a minute and multiply or FOIL that back out, you will see that that's what the correct answer is. Let's try another one. What two numbers multiply to negative 20 and add to 8? So we're just going to kind of think, okay, 20, 4 and 5. 4 plus 5 is 9. 4 minus 5 is negative 1. Neither of those is 8. So what's another two things that multiply to 20? How about 10 and 2? 10 plus 2 is 12. 10 minus 2 is 8. There we go. But if we put it like this, that gives us positive 10 minus 2, that's positive 8. So we need to be careful about where we put our pluses and minuses to make sure negative 10 plus 2 is that negative 8 that we are looking for. So we are factored. Go ahead and try this next one on your own, if you will. So I will go ahead and do it now. We want to multiply to negative 24 and add to 5. So we just start by putting down our x's in our two sets of parentheses. 24, 12 and 2. No, that's like 10 and okay. 6 and 4. No, that's not it. 8 and 3. 8 minus 3 is 5. So we'll do plus 8 minus 3. All right, this last one over here looks like it's really scary because you're like, what's going on with the y's? But here's the deal. Do you see how it goes x squared, xy, y squared? So it kind of goes squared, single, squared for the x's and the y's. Whenever you have that, what you can do is for a minute, just ignore the y's. Just ignore the y's for a second and factor this like you would have if the y's weren't there. So if the y's weren't there, I would go, okay, two numbers that multiply to 21. Well, that's got to be a 7 and a 3 because those are the only two things I can come up with. We're going to make the 7 positive and the 3 negative because that'll give us a positive 4. Now, how do we get the y's back on it? Well, what we're going to do is we're going to tack a y on the end here. And if you multiply this out or FOIL it out, you're going to see, oh, it actually does come back to the right answer as we do that.